Tama, or kia ora, or welcome, Australia. I love you. You're a harsh beast. You're a bloody spectacle of a beauty. And when you turn it on, everyone feels it. That was me. Your heat pulses with its own circadian theme song. And you know those spaces that we go to where it feels like it's the first time again, where you make me feel like I'm finding you. Those total moments of alone, you know, lost almost. You're a moat like that, an island in fact. And how you change, but you still have the ability to feel small town. Your accent drives me up the wall. The A's and the others. But it endears me to you all the same. The fact that you made a huge banana and some gold hot pants iconic. You're funny. You're a riot, in fact. How I'm looking at you and who surrounds you, who circles you, the people, the wildlife, they're vibrant. They're dangerous. There's a sense of toughness, but ultimately intrigue to those who circle you. You're best when wet. For all the heat, you know how to cool down, how to have a good time with your generous coastlines. When I was walking home from the beach the other day, you made me feel safe and free in my cozy. The sun that beats down on my shoulders, that weight. And we laughed about the fact that you could be giving me cancer. But you said, toughen up, princess. The ridges of your broad deserts, the ripples of that darling harbour, the bays and the enclaves that just get better and better as we get deeper and deeper, spanning east to west. And when I leave you, I think about that space, that sense of abandonment that's always nourished me. But here's the thing, babe. Just because you're hot, like literally one of the hottest, you're good looking, it doesn't excuse the fact that you've got an attitude problem. You're a bad friend. You're a shitty lover. You're a terrible parent, a racist, a sexist, a rapist, and every other ist that isn't just. I get embarrassed when I'm away from you because people know about your violent history towards me. They know about maybe, or not even know about your lack of history. And I get it. You're insecure about your sense of national identity. But come on, babe. We've made artworks about this. We're getting there. I'm ashamed of how little responsibility you take for your actions. But then you think you can cover it up with an egalitarian, she'll be right. Who is she? And how do you get right? I despise how little you think of people who are different to you. The censorship that's gone into building over misdemeanors. How you've chosen to educate yourself and yours and cut out my mother's tongue, and then when she tried to speak said she couldn't understand. And then the former Labor MP, Gary Johns, your mate, he actually represented you for a while. He called me and my sisters, Indigenous sisters, for want of a better word. Actually, no, this was his direct phrasing. Cash cows. I am not sucking at your teat. I am not asking for anything other than what was mine, what could be ours if you learnt how not to snatch. I'm ashamed of what you've done and how you aren't prepared to make it right, but instead you've made it white. At how you've built yourself over me in every speakable way as a woman of colour, as queer, as other. And putting on a party for Mardi Gras is not enough, babe. I want equality and recognition of love for all of my brothers and sisters. And your concern, your deep, insidious concern. Last year I had this real concern sweep me followed by a shame and a depression that I took on your failings when I heard of the way that you treated those, and I know we've heard this before, who've come across the sea, mostly by boat. Do you remember that girl? That 11-year-old girl from Iran, whose religion was deemed unclean, who was so deeply distressed that the bathroom that was 50 meters away from her was too much, and it was that, and she laid in it over and over again, who was so deeply suffering that she was moved from one asylum to another, who was so deeply suffering that this 11-year-old girl tried and tried and tried and failed to hang herself from her own bedsheet. Her parents, they ran into the cell to find her strangling, and they take her down. She is then later taken to a hospital, accompanied by not one, not two, but 3 ACM guards. Her mother not there, just in case the prisoner tried to escape, just in case the 11-year-old girl who tried to kill herself tried to escape. How do you treat your children? How do you love your children? How do you treat others' children? How scared are you of compromising your own precious, bloody sovereignty? And before you give me that excuse, baby, it's just the Western world. It's the patriarchy, the way it is. This has really got to change. You're responsible, babe. Come on. Why are you spinning me this story? And look, we haven't had a chance really to speak openly about this. I know you've spoken about it, tried to smooth it out behind my back. I know we've had councils and councillors, a parliament mediate this, but for real, you hurt those that came before me. You fucking traumatized those who I came from. And I stand before you through it all, and I love you. I carry it all in my blood because I have a history, because we have a history. And I fought for us, for me, but for us. And I can feel you shuffling and unsure about the things that I'm asking you or that I'm telling you. So I'm asking for space and respect and a cultivation of trust. Let me show you what I do know, because I'm really starting to believe you when you tell me that you're ready to listen. It's sad you've had a history of oppressing a lot of things that make you so vibrant. The great thing is you don't have to do that anymore. You never had to. And I believe you can change. I need you to change. I demand that you change. Because Australia, you've broken my heart, because all I ever asked was for you to love me, back and black and near and far and as much as I love you. So shit out, babe. I know you're worth the trouble, and we'll get through it together.